Hello, hello, Bl'Artagnan here with another Kaiser Behemoth Lufenia run. Wanted to bring a couple of characters who I don't use too often these days. Lenna, who's actually one of my favorite characters in the game, and Vincent, along with, shockingly, Garland. Garland really just is super useful in the stage and makes a lot of other characters more viable by virtue of using him, so I figured let's bring some favorites and see what happens. Both Lenna and Vincent, I mean Lenna being synergy, but both of them are actually quite useful on this stage. Vincent hits weakness damage. Lenna protects against the lock, as you just saw, and you also probably noticed I just got hit by the big scary wall manikin attack. And between the lowered eye brave and the lowered attack from Vincent, in both of those combined make the Warrior of Light manikin basically not scary, not an issue basically, which is great. And again, Lenna with the debuff evasion protecting against the lock just makes it so that, you know, Garland can keep pounding on that on the Behemoth and bringing the damage, and Vincent, since he hits fire, can also keep bringing some pretty great damage. There's also a relatively rare opportunity in this fight for me to not use the Ramu summon. In another run I was doing more magic user shenanigans, I forgot to switch it back and had to stop the run because I was like, wait, where's my paralyze? Oh no! So that was a fun little mistake to run into. But yeah, this was just a fun excuse for me to pull Lenna out mostly. Also realizing that Vincent would actually be pretty dope here since he nerfs both of the scary sides of the wall manikin and deals good damage. You'll be seeing some pretty spectacular output from him over the course of the fight. I was kind of tempted to switch Vincent out for Lenna just because of kind of the goot, more as a joke than anything else. But I think I am going to eventually switch Lenna out for the friend Garland. Just the baseline of using your own Garland and having a friend Garland completely changes the way this fight plays out. I think there's some more complicated things you could probably do if you don't use them. I know RNA is popular and stuff, but at this point I'm actually just having too much fun playing around with the fight, using Garland as kind of the centerpiece to make it work, to really bother with anything more tricksy than this. As you can see, Lenna failing to break not a whole lot of brave with her brave attack. She is contributing, again, that preventing that lock is great. She is battering, she's obviously not a first string pick, but hey, she batteried for Garland's EX here, which made it hit pretty hard. Just under 300k. Vincent, on the other hand, is actually a unit worth bringing, synergy notwithstanding. Another nice thing about this team is, compared to the other teams I've brought in here so far, I can actually just straight up hit whoever I want. I don't have to worry about a magic counterattack. I think this is the first recording I've done that didn't have a magic user somewhere on it. So, it's kind of relaxing in a sense. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Lenna's LD. She obviously right now is not really someone you want to be bringing to fights. Other units do basically everything she does, better. Her potencies are also kind of embarrassing right now. But we know for a fact that'll be fixed in time, which is reassuring. But anyway, now that we've gotten Behemoth to stand, we can bring in the friend Garland and start really kind of going to town on him. You'll see there, it's kind of cool. I've been able to basically ignore the Warrior of Light manikin the entire fight, thanks to Vincent and Lenna. Technically, if you bring someone like Aerith, or possibly a cleanser, that would also do the job. Just something so that you don't have to worry about the lock debuff. Problem with Aerith, obviously, being that should the manikin die, you're going to be in an awkward situation where you have to start using her regular skills or something, God forbid, so that you don't hit the Kaiser Behemoth before the paralysis goes into effect. This is a much more kind of relaxed approach because really, so long as I don't forget to have the attack down debuff on the manikin at all times, which is not hard to do, this is not a long fight, we're not really in any danger from either of them. I think the only dangerous thing we could theoretically worry about is the Kaiser Behemoth's 50%, you know, don't let the Kaiser Behemoth act thing. And with 2 Garlands, I don't think that's going to be a huge issue for this team. Apologies if there's any background noise. I'm actually not recording this in my usual area, so not sure how the sound quality is going to come out. So the Kaiser Behemoth is immune to max and int brave down, which I found kind of hilarious because one of my first impulses when I saw the boss was, you know, oh man, let's do like a 0 I brave or 0 M brave thing. It'll be hilarious. No, you just can't. They want this guy delayed into, you know, delayed for the, you know, forever, but they want it done legitimately. They don't want any of this goofy ass, you know, Belial debuff shenanigans stuff. Shoutouts to Belial, by the way. If you are not subscribed to him, I highly recommend it. He does some of the most creative stuff you'll ever see. And is single-handedly, I think, the reason people thought that Realm was the prize of the Strago banner. That's a whole nother thing, though. But in any case, if you enjoy watching Realm runs, Belial's still bringing Realm through Lufenia and making it look easy. So there's that. Now my timing here is, if I remember right, my plan is going to be to try to use my Garland's burst once the friend counter is down to 0, so he can have advantage of the friend burst effect well in his burst. I was thinking about that, and like, you know, if you're using different units, you probably want to stack the effects, but since their effect won't stack with each other, you might as well get the benefit during the burst phase of the other Garland on his way out. I will note here, I think I must have, either I got nervous and jumped the gun looking back, or I just brain farted and was like, 1 turn left, and it's like, no, 0 turns left is what you need. So that's just something you can do there. As you see here, I was prioritizing using Round Edge with the LD free skill, so it would also delay wall. I'm kind of focusing wall here a little bit, just mostly because I was concerned about the break order, because I couldn't see where they were at, and I had a sneaking suspicion that the manikin was after the boss, and I didn't want to have a situation where they ended up kind of pushing against each other, you know? So now is when I should have used the burst effect, but I mean, I think we'll be able to survive missing out on that extra turn of burst effect on my Garland, given that they're at 20%. Vincent doing incredible things. Kind of awkward that a friend unit, because of their burst, actually brings better auras than your support. Well, I guess that's what I get for bringing like an EX plus only support into this. That said, as you saw, you know, everyone on this team did actually contribute to this fight. Some more than others, but you know, you compare it to the X-Death run I did a day or two ago, like, you know, the enemies actually took turns here, which was kind of wild to me that I could let them get away with, you know, something so brazen as actually taking a turn. And here for the style points, we're going to do a big, chunky Garland EX. Ooh, yeah. For nearly 480k. That feels good. Anyway, here we go. A Lenna, Vincent, Garland run. Hope you enjoyed. Consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.